What's up? We are back for the second time. Despite severe sleep deprivation. Because the second half of the Wuthering Waves story dropped. And we have to check that shit out. Go to the arena and meet up with Lupa. Do we get any goodies for the second half? Banners never fall. Reach Union level 35 and reach the bell tower in the main quest Flames of the Heart. Okay. So we have to do the second quest first. Did that one. Ooh, there's Lupa. We could try the Lupa trial. See how she plays. In fact, why not? Deals high resonance liberation damage and boosts the damage output of all resonators in the team. Allows all resonators in the team to ignore fusion resistance. The more fusion resonators in the team, the greater the effect. Outro skill greatly amplifies fusion damage and basic attack damage. Okay, hitting a target restores Forte gauge Wolf Flame with at least 50 points. Heavy attack and mid-air attack stage 3 restore Wolf Faith at the cost of Wolf Flame. Enhanced resonance skills available when Wolf Faith is full. Heavy attack Wolf's Gnawing with at least 50 points of Wolf Flame, hold X. Heavy attack Wolf's Claw with at least 50 points of Wolf Flame and 1 point of Wolf Faith, hold X. Basic attack Starfall, hold X in midair. And press X when landed. Set the arena ablaze. When Wolf Faith is full, press Y and switch to another resonator, then press right trigger. Lupa's Resonance Liberation grants Pack Hunt to other resonators in the team, providing damage bonus increases. Intro skills performed by all resonators in the team enhance Pack Hunt's effects. Okay.
You cold, warrior?
See, she looks pretty good. Moveset stylish. Alright, let's see how this goes.
I hit cowering prey. Time to fight! Together we howl! Triumph at the spear tip! Together we vanquish. Who's the caged bird now?
At the helm!
I mean, she seems fun to use. I would never have any reason to use her, but she's neat as a character, and I like her design. Yes, fiery tail. I think we'll end up sticking with good old Cardathea, though. The moon disappeared. Alright, let's go see where we're off to now. The sky is leaking. Oh, I turned myself around. Whoops. Actually, I guess I could just fast travel. I was taking the scenic route. Yeah, I got no currency. That's a cool looking sword, though. Too bad you don't ever see it on her, but it's cool looking. I mean, they may as well just make the weapon stat sticks at this point. Lupa! What have you got for us?
You've come, warrior!
I have, in more ways than one. I mean, what? I'm here.
The mighty guardian, Eudicus Arsenosa, is not the kind of echo too warm to crowds. The lioness favors the strong, the unyielding, and the battle-hardened. Only those she deems worthy will find her arms welcoming. But she is still an echo and can't talk.
Use Abby.
These sounds.
Uh-oh.
What is it? Did you feel something just now?
I only heard strange sounds. Tell me, what direction did the lioness just look toward?
Ill
The
omens.
Veil of Glory.
Veil of Glory.
It's where all heroes, blessed by the glory forged in iron and fire, find their rest. But on the long path of hunting, many died with their bodies missing. Only their weapons returned. Arsenosa's frequency is woven from the cries of souls in battle. The battered weapons still carry the will of their former masters, whispering the deeds left undone.
It's a bit dark.
To touch such weapons is a rite of great importance for those who claim glory in the great Aegon and receive the lioness's blessing. Hearing the voices of our ancestors by Arsenosa's side is a great source of strength for Septimontians.
Before meeting Buling, when I touched the echo in that village, I felt a layered, indistinct frequency.
Is that Cardatheus?
It was like what Abby described on our journey to Septimont, but the source eluded me at the time. But now, I found it. The source of that power lies in the Veil of Glory. The closer the lioness gets to it, the clearer it becomes.
She waits for us there. Shall we go together?
Great VA.
I'm not sure if Septimontian rituals will interest you, but you might uncover something useful, no?
Look at the facial rigging. Like, come on. I'm keen to find out.
Perfect. Let's head out.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
Nothing. Just... Just a dizzy spell. Overexcitement after the win. Or something. Anyway, it's no matter. Let's continue.
See, it's the same with Chakota, man. Her facial expressions are great. Look at that smile. You can't say no to that smile. Unless you don't have any Asterites.
These days have been a feast of victories. Becoming champion, the glory, all thanks to you.
Yep, I'm the greatest. We're walking like peasants.
Strange. Why are so many appearing all at once?
Oh, we get to play as Lupa. Nice.
Into the spotlight! With me!
She uses the lioness. I guess that makes sense.
I thought tacit discords didn't usually appear around the border mountains.
These tacit discords didn't gather from the surroundings. It's more like they spawned from thin air.
Uh-oh.
Look,
What
it's
could
just
it
ahead.
mean?
The Vale of Glory, where heroes are laid to rest.
I've got a bad feeling about this, kid.
You are from my homeland. What?
Being corrupted by the dark tide, maybe? Ugh, damn, Kuro. You did work on
That
her
girl just now. That was Mia.
cake.
The closer to the Veil of Glory, the more the normal world and the anomaly overlap. Whatever lies ahead must be the key to all of this. I need to rethink everything. Septimont, Lupa, Cardathea, Mia, the Lioness of Glory. All of it. Cardathea arrived in Septimont alone, not waiting for me or attempting contact. Something must have happened to prevent her. If something cut her off, aside from the Phraxidus, it could have only been the Threnodian, which should be dead.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But Septimont holds no faith in the Sentinel, and the Threnodian was never able to establish influence here. Maybe it's not that simple. The Threnodian controls the mind of its followers through their faith. Mia is a Ragunasi, and likely a follower of the Order of the Deep. If the Veil of Glory is an important rite for champions, perhaps Mia went there. And it was there she vanished. Her hysterics, hallucinations, and loss of control in the arena were signs of the Threnodian's corruption. Krylova once said, "The closer one stands to the protagonist, the greater their influence over the tale." In this great Aegon, Lupa is the protagonist. Years ago, it was Mia. Now I'm seeing Mia's image flicker in and out throughout this journey. If the Mia I see is under the Threnodians' control, does that mean securing the protagonist role is key to its plan?
So what, did the Threnodian, like, Horcrux itself? Is that it?
When I first met Lupa, I sensed what felt like Cardathia's frequency on her. Later, I also
Cool
felt
artwork.
the Threnodian's presence. Did they cross paths? If Cardathia is part of this story, the likelihood is high. Could Lupa have forgotten? Did they meet without realizing it? Or is she lying and already under the Threnodian's influence? Was Frolova telling the truth by saying Lupa would bring forth the Dark Tide? Or is she just another one of its victims?
Hey! Is something wrong? Is there something you need? Or something you want to say?
Yeah, you got something evil in you, man. We'll trust her. Because we're the hero, and we trust people, even to our own detriment.
I'm sorry. I don't recall crossing paths with Cardathia, but you could be right. I may have, and just forgotten about it. These past days, there have been moments when I feel lost, forgetting what I was doing a heartbeat ago.
She going crazy.
I don't know if it's the Threnodians' work.
Red
but
flag.
if something is wrong, and it's trying to twist my mind, you'd make the right call, wouldn't you, my fellow warrior?
Ah, she wants us to kill her if she goes nuts.
You'd protect my honor and my dignity.
There's more at stake than that, Lupa. I've heard the Septimont saying, all for glory, fear no death. But sometimes, living takes more courage than dying.
That's deep.
Well then, that'll do just fine. I trust you, warrior. Just as you trust me.
Now see, am I crazy? When you look at both their faces, and you see the facial rigging and expressions on Lupa, and then you look at the Rover, who's been a character since the game first started, of course, right? Like, I think they need to go back and do a glow up on the main character. I really do. They look too plain next to all these new characters.
It doesn't matter if the story's end is already written or yet to unfold. I'll trust my own judgment to guide it where it must go.
Alright, we continue to walk like peasants. Maybe a light jog. A light jog is okay. Nope, nope.
I hear cowering prey.
With me!
Let's start!
I really like her attack animations. Kind of a bummer she's so niche. Well, I mean, I guess not. I'm glad I'm able to skip her because I don't have any currency to pull her. No in-game currency nor money to buy in-game currency.
Those blades, spears, and
Lucky
halberd
me.
embedded in the stone. They're the weapons of the fallen heroes. We have a tradition in Septimont. Touch them and listen to the whispers of those who once wielded them.
All softness and love faded away. All that remained in his eyes was the sight of white flowers blooming across barren fields. Is that like Elysium? How fragile, how beautiful. He sighed as his skull was crushed under the tacit discords. Wow. That's a bit gruesome, isn't it? No one knew why she sought the battlefield, only to escape another. She shed her gold, tore away the honor binding her, and turned her back on the proud house that shackled her, rejecting the eyes that followed her. This silence, it is my victory, she laughed, charging into the dark tide. Is this going to be Mia's? Who did it belong to?
This is Hercules' sword.
Oh no.
You remember the waters of the upper city, right? You were looking for Cartathea. Hercules was the one that the statue was based on. Ages ago, the dark tide bore down on Reganese. And Septimont didn't escape. Hercules was the son of the Ephor back then, and he led our warriors to face the Tacit Discords. He died in that cursed tide, his strength worn down to nothing. His sword was corrupted, but his followers still risked their lives to bring it back. In this land, intense emotions easily blend with other forces. The Lioness of Glory was born from the fiery passions of heroes, so she holds sway over their weapons.
Interesting.
Back then, this sword was growing more sinister due to the corruption. But all these years later, it has become a memento of a hero.
Hercules, Hercules.
I feel something strong and pulsing in the direction the blade is pointing.
Down?
It's coming from underground. Is it inside the mountain itself?
The frequency. It's the Sentinel Imperator. Just like Raguna, Septimont has its own Genesis Nexus. That's why it seeks power. Needs more.
What? Are they just little dudes?
More Tacit Discords, just like last time.
For a split second, the world shifted. Just like it did when I saw Mia. Every time there's an overlap like this, the tidal blight appears as well as Tacit Discords.
Glory is upon us!
I hear cowering prey.
With me!
She is fun.
Time to fight.
Her animations are great, especially the one where she slides and bends backward like that. It's just really cool animations.
The tidal blight. It's an outgrowth of the dark tide itself. Why is it suddenly appearing like this?
We'll clear it out first, then check if that sword is the source.
Gather a recollection of heroes. Sure. I can do that.
What's that sound? Come, we should check it out.
Now, in the previous part, Cardathea, in her version of reality, was fighting a corrupted version of that Echo. I wonder if we'll have to do that too. Just walk on in.
Lupa?
This doesn't feel like the first time I've been here. Let's go.
Maybe we'll have to fight Lupa. Knock her back to her senses. What the hell?
There's no mistaking it now. It's Imperator's frequency.
But Imperator is dead.
Thou carry the scent of Cardathea.
You can smell her on me? How'd you know? We didn't do anything.
You've stolen the Sentinel's access too. Lupa's role in this story is it's yours.
So we knocked out...
Contender Mia?
It's the Threnodian. Lupa, this is something only you can do.
Tell me what I need to do. Read the script.
Adapt as required. I believe in you, warrior.
Huh?
To lose our strength is the deepest fear of Septimontians. Pride hides the terror within. We fear no death, yet tremble before shame and failure.
Love the art.
Did Domina Julia deceive me for this? I never got the chance to ask. The dark tide consumed all. Death took her, as it will take me.
Today as yesterday, we weave time beneath the tide. Swim, swim, wretched yet lovely fish. Dream deeply in my fiction, on the stage of a repeating tale, waiting for the day thou shalt consume the world.
O righteous one,
Hey,
I shall
Cardi.
depart without a word. The golden city in my childhood legend is swallowed by the abhorrent tide. I whisper to my fleeting companion. Pages will scatter. The quill will form. This play shall be torn from its author's hands.
A wrong note in the shifting score.
Frolova.
Oh, golden star full of mercy. Pray tell me, as past and present intertwine, what fate have you chosen?
Hesitate not, warrior. You are the protagonist I have chosen. Only you can shatter the script and jump to the next page. Right. For the nobility you seek. For it all.
Okay. I need to clarify. Like, I mentioned this before with the story. I have no idea what the fuck just happened, but the presentation was excellent. That art and animation was awesome, and it looked beautiful.
A dream.
No idea what's going on, though.
It couldn't.
But as long as it's told well.
It's no dream. I'm not alone. The warrior put the hope of change in my hands. This feels good. Not standing there alone on the champion's stage. The warrior hasn't learned this yet, but I now remember traveling with Cartathea. I can't be in the real world. This is a Sonoro created by the Fraxidus. It's a realm of stories. The story of the great Aegon lasts only 3 days. Before Cartathea came here, I had wandered this same bloody story more times than I can count. The dark tide consumed Septimont, and that monstrous, half-human, half-sea creature grows ever larger. Is this the Fraxidus plan? To feed it with Septimont's ruins? A script. Yes, this Sonoro is like a book of plays. Each world in the Sonoro is a story that keeps repeating, like sheets of paper, all overlapping with one another. New pages keep appearing, layering over the old. and the changes in one story bleed through to the next. After Cartathea's actions, Septimont, once destroyed by the Dark Tide, has begun to return to normal in the story where the warrior arrived. Cartathea saved me, changed my fate, and led me to the warrior, who stopped the Threnodian in the last story. So in this time, I haven't lost my memory. The warrior had delivered a powerful blow against the monster, and the energy supply from the central hub has been cut off. But that's not even its full form. I once searched for its true form with Cartathea. Huh. I remember now. What we seek lies in the lower city's waters. I won't let your trust be misplaced.
Central hub, a vessel for Imperator's lingering power. Only you, with your unique permissions, could sever the hub's connections and thwart the Therodian's plan. You make your choice in the flash of a heartbeat. You refuse to end the story by becoming the protagonist and murdering Lupa, as Frolova suggested. Instead, you place your trust in your fellow warrior and stay behind, trapping the Therodian's essence within the hub. In the next story, the lone wolf throughout this journey will repay this trust. So what's the true world then? Is the true world the one we were in, or have we not seen the true world yet? Were we stuck in the illusion the second we broke through those clouds and saw Septimont?
The old district of Septimont, submerged beneath the waters due to the Dark Tide. The Dark Tide looms over Septimont like a stubborn storm cloud. Is the warrior? No. No time to worry. I have to find the cause of all this, and quickly.
Da-dun, da-dun, da.
In a past story, I came here with Cartathea.
Almost dead, it looks like.
Look at you. You can't go on much longer.
I feared as much. Then this is where we stop. Strange. I remember everything about Septimont, but I can't remember. I can't even remember my name.
You didn't forget. Someone stole your role in the story. Even your name on the placards in the arena would be unreadable.
Mm-hmm.
Your existence has been erased. Only by unmaking this story can it be reclaimed.
Too bad I won't last long enough to see that happen. I'm sorry, Gardathea. You saved me. But I can't help you in return.
When I was a child, long ago, I had tales of Septimont. A city full of passion and life. People there drank deeply, laughed loudly, appreciated sculpture, and lived for the hunt. Men and women feared nothing. They burned like fire, giving all their light and heat before fading. But when I arrived in Septimont, it had already been undone by dark hands. With the dark tide sweeping the streets, the city was nothing but an empty shell.
That's right. My city is beautiful. When the autumn wind blew through the golden flags and wind chimes, time seemed to slow.
The Leviathan. I will not give it the chance to make the people of Rinasita weep and bleed. I will drag whoever orchestrated this tragedy out of the shadows.
Do it, girl.
Septimont, can I leave it to you?
No. You said it yourself. This is your city. Some things only you can do. The monster leaving its trace in the dark tide. I can feel it. Its frequency is similar to my own. The Threnodian created me to be a resonator for its power. But I wasn't the only one. Many vessels before me failed.
You mean...
There is still much I don't know. I'll keep searching. But no matter what, you have a certain specialness. Once I sought to end it all. Someone stopped me. Even a life mocked by fate can break its curse. Whatever you seek to do, whether you're weak or strong, you must strive for it. I return to the world thanks to a certain person's help. I believe she will come here and reshape this twisted story.
Oh, must be quite the person, eh? I wish I could meet her and see how she does it.
Then you will see for yourself. Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance. What we can't do now, someone will carry forward later. If you want to save your city, then hold on. No matter the pain, no matter the doubts, you must keep going. Just like how you wandered Septimont before I came. Broken, yet determined to leave, to find help for the city. Jump to a new story, and bring my message to that person.
All right, Garzathea. I'll try my best. First, tell me, what is that person's name?
close to that abnormal frequency.
Now she's gonna go beat the shit out of somebody.
You're in the submerged aqueducts.
But how is she able to jump stories or... Not gonna ask. It looks cool. That's enough.
The submerged aqueducts. I remember reading about them in the Silver Records. There used to be an underground waterway leading to the plains. But now, with the old district completely flooded, we can only access it if we drain the water first.
If they could have drained the water from the city, wouldn't they have already?
After my role was erased, Cartathea must have found the half-human, half-sea creature, and the Fraxidus.
Oh yeah, that dickhead.
Like the warrior, she chose to remain on the closing of that page, to give new stories a fighting chance. That's why I only regained my name after I met the warrior. During our journey, the overlapping worlds the warriors saw were the monsters doing. It tried to use Mia to steal my role again, to corrupt Septimont once more. Only I can erase it from this story. Only I can prove that I'm real and it is fake. What happened to the Mia who vanished in the Veil of Glory decades ago? After everything you went through, what did the city of Septimont mean to you?
Hercules, Hercules. Turkules, Turkules. My bad.
I remember the entrance to the underground waterway is in the old district's bell tower. Of course. The upkeep of these waters always falls under the Silver's jurisdiction.
Oh, the family that she was part of.
Maybe I can awaken the sleeping giant of glory. In Septimontian tradition, when it bears its blade and watches over the warriors leaving for the hunt, all gates and passages open.
That's convenient.
Many of the old routes are blocked, but I can try draining the water through the remaining ones. It's worth a try.
Yeah, the only thing I don't really understand is if it was so easy to drain the water from the city, wouldn't they have done it already and saved that part of the city? That's the only thing I'm curious about.
Covered in tidal blight. It has even fused into the joints. I'll need to clear this if I want to get it moving. To protect these waters, the stewards must have set up a platform with gladiator spears nearby. I'll activate the patrol unit, then grab a spear from the platform to clear out this blight.
Great. Awesome. What platform are we talking about? This isn't a platform, this is a little robot head. This is new. Ah, shit, we made it angry.
Can't just clear the head. To get it to lift its sword and open the gates, I need to clear the arms too.
I realized there was a Wind Rider right there, but oh well.
I hear cowering prey.
Eh.
With me! Together we howl!
Ah shit, there's more of them.
The fight is on! Die, evil! With me! Into the spotlight!
Give me the power. Well, that was just uncalled for. Now he's just destroying buildings.
Need to check for more patrol units nearby.
They applause greet you, contender Lupa. High risk of tacit discord threat, maintain vigilance. Well, you're gonna make me fight things in this game? What? Rude. Ah, shit. It's one of these assholes.
At the spear tip! Break, darkness! All or nothing! Glory is upon us! Face me, coward!
Is he dead? We get him?
Time to fight!
She is very fun to use. Whether she's effective or not's another story, but she is fun.
The water is drained. Time to head to the bell tower. That monster is hiding in the depths of the aqueducts.
And again, it's great and all, just why would no one have drained the water beforehand? Ooh, is there anything in here? We want free stuff. Free stuff? Free stuff? Ooh. We're probably gonna have to come back here later. Once we're in the actual world. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Don't get mad at me, game.
Just this gate standing between me and the heart of the aqueducts.
Banners never fall.
Won't open. I'll have to find another route. Huh? Huh. The copper mirror is calling. The warrior used it to see the past. I wonder if there's anything of that here.
Ah, shit. It's the asshole and the person who was our patron.
Excellent, Domina Julia. Keeping one's word is the foundation of any solid partnership. I know. Septimonte's current effort doesn't quite heed the Senate's wishes, but we'll see to that. A cup of poisoned wine, a passing fly, a dagger. Fate strikes where least expected.
Plotting assassination now, too.
With someone as clever and calculated as you at the helm, the House of Silver need not fear for its survival.
I do not work with you for our sake. I do this for Septimont. Some of us have forgotten the terror of life adrift at sea. To survive the tide, one must make the right choices.
Yeah, so, you know, assassinating your leader is definitely the right choice.
We'll speak of other matters later. But tell me, why would you want a dead woman who fell into the sea?
Dead woman? Ah, you mean Mia? Indeed, she is the very heart of the unit I spoke of. The one we intend to build deep within these underground aqueducts. Alive or dead, her body holds the information we need. The Fraxidus's experiments here will continue for some time.
But how could she find her body in the water? She died like 100 or a couple hundred years ago or something, right?
In the
Or disappeared.
meantime, covering up this little laboratory's existence will require your assistance, madam.
The heart? That weakling's resonance abilities were meager at best. Her performance in the arena was nothing special. If it weren't for those incompetent fools in the Senate using her as a puppet to shift the attention and anger of the masses, she wouldn't even have made it to the finals.
Yeah.
Do not be upset, my dear Domina. You're absolutely right. The girl is so feeble she can't resist her creator's will in the slightest.
Oof. I'm all mixed up on the
Winning the Grand
timelines of this,
Aegon
but
was precisely what brought the shadow of death upon her. Luck and misfortune, nobility and lowliness, weakness and strength. A person's nature is like two sides of a coin. And I've always found beauty in inevitable tragedies.
So Mia has been dead all this time. She didn't leave Septimont when she vanished. The sea took her.
yeah, that Threnodian kinda be a bitch.
I hear cowering prey.
With me! Let's start! Here! Together we howl! Time to fight! Face me, coward! I'll end you!
I will end you. She gets her headband gets all fiery too. I like it.
here cowering.
With me to victory! Die, evil! Glory is upon us! Here. With me! Into the spotlight! Triumph at the spear tip! Glory is upon us! Yeah.
Man, I need some asteroids. Yeah, but how much would I have to pay you for all that stuff, man?
This place has the Fraxidus written all over it. Without the Silvers keeping the place hidden, they wouldn't have dared. Ugh, the irony. A Septimontian aiding the enemy to build their den in the heart of our city. Even the impregnable Griffon's fortress crumbles from within.
Yeah. Good old traders. Gotta love them. Ooh, Frolova.
I trust you've seen the experimental unit in the aqueducts. Well, what do you think?
If not for the sword embedded in her chest, I could mistake the corpse for being alive.
Indeed. Decades have passed, yet Mia remains as she was when first pulled from the sea. Her data has been invaluable. As the Threnodian's failed resonator, this specimen is in its own way remarkable. You know, it wasn't so long ago that the rover intervened and Cartathea broke free from that tower.
Oh, this is a recent conversation. Okay.
I discovered that a small piece of the Threnodian's essence within Mia was reawakened with the tower's resurgence into our world.
Sounds as though you found new inspiration.
Yes. Septimont will host the Great Aegon soon. I've come up with a rather intriguing idea. Before her death, Mia also attended the tournament. I'll use that as the fictitious anchor to craft a play to rewrite reality itself.
If dude has that kind of power, we gotta separate his head from his body.
I've already discussed terms with it and reached a modest agreement.
You spoke with the Threnodian. Has Leviathan already awakened?
Uh-oh.
Only a fragment of it remains. A weakened, cunning shard, desperate to grow stronger.
Okay. Yeah, it is. It's like it Horcruxed itself, kinda.
I'll fashion a story for this sea creature, enabling it to fulfill what it once sought, to have the dark tides swallow Septimont whole. The Threnodian once sought to use Mia to find Septimont's central hub, in order to corrupt the beacon system. Even if met with failure, it would control the champion's mind to infiltrate the city's upper echelons. Oh well, it all failed in the end. In the face of her futility to resist corruption, that girl chose death. She drove a sword into her heart and leapt into the sea before choking on her own
So she
blood.
sacrificed herself when she knew she was being corrupted. Okay.
Fascinating, isn't it? Faced with the same predicament, strength and weakness still make a difference. The Blessed Maiden single-handedly thwarted the Threnodians' designs in Raguna, but this poor soul had no choice but to take her own life. A death so theatrical, so saturated with sorrow. How poetic. How beautifully tragic.
I don't care
Guys,
for your taste, Cristoforo.
yeah, you tell him, Frolova.
I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, such an impatient reader, Frolova. This play is nothing more than an amplifier, designed to nurture the Threnodians' lingering power. Once it grows large enough, I'll overlay the Sonoro onto reality. All that's needed is for Domina Julia to select the right champion. Swapping out the protagonist is hardly a challenge.
Okay, so it is all just an illusion that he created.
Once the sea creature grows within the cradle I forged from the dark tide, the hymn of journeying paradise will spread from Septimont across Renacita. Really, compared to those Septimontians who've long forgotten Mia, the story I've written for her is far more thrilling. Don't you agree?
And what if it fails?
Then so be it. You know, Frolova, stories are but mankind's attempt to imagine and rehearse fate. If this play proves Rover worthy of becoming the protagonist of my story, if they pass their trial by fire, then isn't that a victory as well?
Not gonna be saying that when Cardathea skewers your ass.
Disgusting. To treat Septimont like a plaything. Unforgivable. What is so poetic or romantic about a story where someone is driven to death?
Yeah. Sick people in the world, Lupa. Sick people in the world. Oh, hey, some teddy bears.
I hear cowering prey.
Ah, they're murder bears.
At the spear tip! Boom! Into the spotlight! With me!
Why are there more murder bears?
With me to victory! Bleed, Phil! Together we howl! Here.
Da, da, da. Still seems to me like Frolova's gonna end up not being a villain. They're gonna make her ooh, that's a chest. They're gonna make her redeem herself somehow.
You get first dibs.
That was actually a chest too, and not a mimic. Hooray. What about over here?
Prey secured.
Give me that sweet currency. Need those pulls.
still lingering, Mia? A fading reverberation that should have dissolved in the deep long ago.
Where are you going?
To claim the title. Was that not your unfulfilled wish?
That was never mine. The arena. I don't need this victory.
But I do. Without a champion and the lion beast, I cannot touch the central hub left by Imperator. You, Cartathea, both my daughters, my very creations. Why this fruitless resistance? Has Septimont ever granted you kindness? They neither love you nor need you. Long have you been forgotten.
We were raised by them. You will never understand.
Proud in battle, and yet yearning for strength. I know the heart of the Septimontians far better than you.
I mean, she makes a point. Like, you know, she's known love, right? Love of her parents, childhood, raised by humans. It just makes me think, like, what exactly is the Threnodian anyway? Like, what's the point and purpose? Like, it's just wants to destroy everything just because? Like, is there some kind of motivation?
Mia, you are simply
I don't
too
know.
afraid to face their true nature. You choose to deceive yourself. You cannot admit that they used you and then cast you aside. You cannot accept that from the start you were insignificant.
No. Viburnum. My flowers.
Hush, it matters not. Your thoughts are of little consequence.
Woo, currency. Mia crouches in a quiet alley, trembling as panic surges through her. She had won the semifinal, yet the voices in her head had never ceased. Struggling to hold herself together, she had fled the arena. A light touch on her arm makes her look up. A small Septimonian stands holding out a bouquet. Face flushed, the child stammers, "You fought well," before running off. The blood-leaf viburnum is dotted with broken dewdrops. Mia clutches the bouquet, cold and damp, as a trickle of moisture slides down her cheeks. Well, that sucks.
Viburnum. The bloodleaf viburnum of Septimont. Oh. I understand. It's a flower often given to gladiators. A symbol of victory.
Well, I'm glad you understand, Lupa, because I sure as hell don't. Anything else off to the sides? We good? Down we go.
I've always carried this shame. Shame for something I didn't choose. Shame for something that's just there. Sometimes it turns into doubt. I try to live free, and I do most days. But still, I see it. I see the pain in their faces. In the ones who fall behind, the ones who leave the field beaten, the ones who pin all their hopes on me. I've always wondered if I didn't have this gift, could I have reached this point with clean hands? Should I have judged those who trampled the rules to survive? Or was I blind to my own arrogance? Now, I don't think like that anymore.
Oh shit.
The warrior is stronger than me, no doubt, but she treats everyone the same. She didn't choose to stand alone. Instead, she chose to trust me. Cartothea spent years trapped by the weight of everyone's expectations. Never stepped foot in Septimont before, but still sailed across the seas to be here. And Mia, her resonance ability might be weak, but she never ran from a fight. She fought till her last breath. A heart isn't shaped by what it's born with or what it's been given. I've underestimated others, and I've underestimated myself too. But you, the arrogance, thinking you understand the darkness in people's hearts, but you don't have a single drop of life in you! Beautiful as ever. The Griffon's fortress. My city, Septimont. Built by the hands of the people, not the Sentinel and not the Threnodian. Where there's light, there's always shadow.
Love the soundtrack in the background too.
But people need light. They'll chase it no matter what. And they'll learn to live with the shadow. Mia, Cartothea, they were born and raised on these islands. They are daughters of Rinascita. They belong to no gods but their own.
Oh, this is cool.
Better to die than to be a puppet. Death does not scare me.
Holy shit.
If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my way.
isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance. I believe in you, warrior.
Oh, the music. Here we go. Oh shit. Oh damn.
I swear,
That
by
looks
the
awesome.
eternal sun, I will slay you.
That grin.
From the fear and the longings of civilization, I was wrought. Born of the hearts of countless men and women, of babes and of the aged. With sharp blades and silver tongue, you struggle for power and revel in the slaughter of the arena. From past to present, nothing has changed.
What right do you have to judge the people of Renacita? Mia chose her end with dignity. Your very existence is an insult to her. Look at you cowering in this little incubator, desperate to evade your end. You will never understand what it takes to face the fear of death. Try that again. With me! Together we howl!
I don't even know what hit me, but whatever.
Break darkness! The fight is on!
Unite with me.
That's some attack. With me! Into the scryer!
I love her laughing as she's fighting.
Please, Phil!
Like she's just enjoying the thrill of combat.
Glory is upon us! With me to victory!
A human life is nothing more than a screen between life and death.
Uh-oh.
The tide calls.
Meaningless
Pray
move.
to me.
Burn to dust! Triumph at the spear tip! With me! Into the spotlight! Greatness has no summit, and victory is never the final word. Proud? Pitiful!
That's the bending of the spear.
Love! to me. There is no greater joy in this world.
What a shame. Seems the play I've written isn't well received.
What are you two plotting in Renacita?
Oh, dear madam. Let's leave some mystery for the next chapter, shall we?
Lupa.
Ah, Cardathia! Pure cinema. Holy shit.
It's real. Both of you are safe.
Not to spoil the moment, but she's kind of feeling up Cardathia there a little bit, isn't she? That is, it's a sentimental moment.
The Thernodian's frequency is gone. Well done, Lupa.
You found the righteous one and safeguarded Septimont. It's like something out of a knight's tale. No, wait, gladiator's tale?
Phew! Finally, I can stick my head out. Rover, are you okay?
I'm fine, Abby. What happened to you earlier?
Yeah, I like Lupa's just like, what the fuck is that thing?
Wait, we're already in Septimont? I was just talking to you, and then boom! It felt like something just covered me. First it messed with my frequency, then I just passed out. Wait, Cardathia?
Yeah.
And a girl I don't know?
Gathering wives.
You're lively. Your echo's more boisterous than a tada.
What happened while I was out?
It's a long story, kid.
I think it's time we compare notes. Let's fill in this story's blanks, shall we?
As you walk out of the central hub, a familiar connection pulsates within your tacit mark. You turn around and see Cardathia slowly gliding down from the sky and landing before you. After days of separation, you're finally reunited. She looks into your eyes, cracks a smile, and gestures in a different direction. Together, you walk to welcome the lone wolf return from the flames. Lupa embraces both of you tightly, and you feel her tremble as worry gives way to delight at seeing both of you. Her words choke as tears fall. You pat her gently on the head to soothe her. This is a story co-written by you, Cardathia, and Lupa. Now it's coming to an end. Fucking cinema, Kuro. Oh, hey, look, it's Cardathia and Cardathia. What's better than one Cardathia? Two Cardathias.
When I sensed the Threnodian's power here in Septimont, I immediately set out to find its source. It was quite sudden. I slipped through the smallest of cracks to enter this Sonoro, which severed my contact with the outside world. I found Lupa in the city. She had lost her role. We traveled together for a time, and discovered the architects of the destruction, the Fraxidus playwright Cristoforo, and the Threnodian. Sadly, the playwright did eventually erase Lupa's existence. As for me, I descended into the submerged aqueducts where I found the Threnodian. It had inhabited Nia's remains and was hiding within an experimental unit. Unfortunately, I was unable to eliminate it entirely. It evaded me, slipping into hiding. I reasoned that you would sense the anomaly and come to Septimont, so I sought to offer you my aid. I battled the playwright, and in doing so, stripped him of his ability to control the script. Afterward, he, along with the other Fraxidus overseers, fled from me. With that, the Sonoro began to collapse. It was then that we finally met. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One?
Tell me about the Threnodian. Is the story version's dead? Is the actual one dead?
The Veil of Glory was established by the Sentinel, and it appears no one had ever entered it before. Activating it requires two key conditions: victory, which grants the blessing bestowed by the Lioness of Glory through the Sentinel's mandate, and a trace of the Sentinel's frequency. The Threnodian set its sights on Nia for this very reason, which, in turn, brought its attention to Lupa. I struck a significant blow to the Threnodian within the story, but because I failed to prevent the corruption of the central hub earlier, it endured, drawing strength from that source.
Throughout this journey, I often saw the figures of Lupa and Mia overlap.
It seems the Threnodian was attempting to replace Lupa, hoping to use her to corrupt the hub, siphon its power, and ultimately destroy Renacita. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One?
What about the other leaders?
Apart from the playwright, I also encountered two other Fraxidus leaders. One, a woman with a bandaged eye, the other a man with scars across his face.
Because Scar's supposed to be in prison.
Surely they must be Frolova and Scar. But how is Scar in Renacita?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I never had the chance to confront either of them directly. I saw them only briefly before they disappeared.
I didn't even notice Frolova there. I only saw What's-His-Nuts and Scar.
I'm not sure why they've gathered here in Septimont. We must prepare for whatever plans they have. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One?
That's about it.
The Threnodian's frequency has vanished from Septimont, but I fear this is far from over. There is something else. Perhaps due to the dark tide in the Sonoro, I can feel my balance shifting. The Threnodian's pull is growing stronger. Now that I think of it, this could very well be part of the Fraxidus' plan.
You need to head to the Black Shores, Cardathia. They've been dealing with the Threnodian for years. You should go there and run some tests. They'll know how to handle what's coming.
The Black Shores? Is that where you're from?
Interesting.
If it's a place you trust, then I will go.
Ooh, she's probably not going to get along with Camellia, though. Camelia's got that yandere vibe.
It must have been my death. After that, the details of the story blur. It repeated so many times. It's hard to remember everything. All I remember is wandering the desolate city streets in a Septimont corrupted by the dark tide, unable to escape, until I met Cardathia. She saved me. But in that story, we couldn't fully resolve the source of the disaster. Then in another story, I encountered you, my fellow warrior. After we parted, I awoke in yet another story, in the Vale of Glory, where I finally saw the Threnodian's true form in the submerged aqueducts. It had taken control of Mia's corpse, and was using the Fraxidus' Sonoro to grow its power. After defeating it, the Sonoro began to
Thanks,
collapse.
buddy. That was
I
the
passed
cat.
through those crumbling pages
Sorry
to find
about
you.
that.
Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. Oh, the script and the copper mirror you gave me. I'll return them to you now. It was a long story, but the ending turned out well. Though, thinking of Mia still upsets me. Her reverberations, trapped in that monstrous body. I can't imagine her suffering over the last 20 years.
When you defeated the Threnodian, you also set her free.
Oh, good.
Yes. It was an honor to have that final battle with her. Thanks to you and Cartathea, I was able to rewrite the tragic ending of this story. Thank you, my fellow warrior, for believing in me.
There's one more thing. We should return to the central hub in Septimon. I found something tied to you there.
The central hub. Good timing. There's something I need to handle in the Vale of Glory, too.
Is it not over?
Let's set off together.
Ah, you messed up my thing. Okay. The central hub. I mean, the sky's not leaking anymore, so that's probably good.
When Lupa vanished, I destroyed the experimental unit, pursued the Threnodian, and defeated the Lioness of Glory it controlled. Then, I came across this place. You remember how the Threnodian took on a part of the Sentinel's knowledge and permissions, yes? For the Sentinel, the information stolen was their very memories. For this reason, even the Sentinel forgot that before merging with the Threnodian, they transferred some of their knowledge to the central hub in Septimont.
Okay.
The knowledge they would later forget.
It was a secret, one the Threnodian should never learn. The Sentinel moved it there for safekeeping. Within it, I found a special frequency. A part of it felt like yours. I believe it's what the Sentinel left for you, so I took it.
Huh?
Take her hand. Do it. Aw.
It seems like a clue. The true secret they left for you is not here, but in that direction. You see, before I came to meet you, I passed by the city of Septimont. The arena I destroyed has been restored, but in the people's hearts, it's still the Righteous One and Lupa who claimed victory. The Fraxidus' power to reshape reality is deeper than we realized. I'm afraid this is just the beginning.
Well, that's not good.
The Threnodians sought to use the Fraxidus to regain power, but its true goal is the central hub. I believe it's due to this secret the Sentinel has hidden.
That direction, it leads to the hunting grounds. the blight cloud still lingers there. When the high tide comes, Septimontians hunt and cull the spawning tacit discords.
The dark tide connects everything. I cannot pinpoint where the Sentinel's message lies. I'm afraid you must go there yourself.
Well, you're not going to come with me?
But the worst of the storm has passed. Let's take a moment to rest.
Oh, look at that face. Look at her, she's so cute.
Luca, will you be our tour guide? Show us the sights and glories of Septimont? I'd love to hear more about what you mentioned earlier. The wind blowing through golden flags and the sound of wind chimes.
Of course, it would be my honor. But before we go, there's something I need to do first.
Mia's sword. Just want to sit here and listen to the music.
It's Mia's sword. I went through a lot to bring it back. The monster is gone now. Like so many Septimontian heroes whose bodies were never recovered, I wanted to return her weapon. This is where she gave her life. I can't say if she loved or hated Septimont more. But she once spoke of the bloodleaf viburnum. It's a tribute often given to gladiators by their supporters. So, I think she would have wanted to rest here. It's beautiful.
This is just a gacha game, guys. Just a gacha game. It's freaking gorgeous. Look at that scene.
Our city. The city of glory. The people here love to drink, laugh, carve statues, and hunt. It burns like fire, drenched in both victory and defeat. It holds all our disappointments. And all our hopes.
Is that all of it? Mia sacrifices her life and plunges into the sea. The world is collapsing, pages curl as fiction slips away from reality. Frolova stands silently upon the still waters, bending to retrieve an unfamiliar object from the depths. It's a gem. Originally from Ragusa, this gem passed through many hands before reaching Septimont, brought here by a young girl. To avoid drawing attention to the faith the jewelry symbolized, she had the gem removed, melting down the gold to forge it into a gladiator's helmet. The gem's natural cerulean hue has been tainted a deep purple and bears the mark of tidal blight. Deep within the crystal's depths, the silhouettes of fish drift slowly. Before the scripts burn and fade into oblivion, Frolova takes the gem from Mia's helmet. Huh. I wonder what that could be alluding to. Okay. So that was the story. That was...
The power to split and merge matter.
Again, the meme. Pure cinema. That was awesome. I'm going to say what I've always said. The story's kind of confusing, and I don't get the... I'm confused on the timelines, but the way Kuro tells the story is amazing. Cinematic, effective, lots of cutscenes, lots of voice dialogue, a lot of show and not tell. And it was only about an hour and a half for this second part of the story. So that's a grand total of 4.5 hours. If you put the two parts of the story together, that's very brief. There's no bloat at all. It's just go, go, go. And you're captivated the whole time. So Kuro, keep pumping it out, man. That's a great job. More Cardathea, please. More Lupa. Amazing characters. The voice acting remains top tier. Lupa sounded great the whole time. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see any more of Augusta or Iono. So that's a bit of a bummer, but I imagine they'll be in the next parts to come. But yeah, Kuro's knocking it out of the park. AAA gacha game, guys. It's free. You can play it for free. You know, don't mind the fact that my Cardathea here is S6. We don't talk about the fact that I did that because that's... Well, we don't talk about that. But yeah, it's been an amazing game. Thanks, guys, for stopping by, for watching. Please like, subscribe, follow if you can. It really helps. Much appreciated. And I can't wait until we get the next batch from Kuro. I'm excited. So thanks, guys, and until the next time, peace.